And
yeah, you did. You got me that. You got me that time, dude.
we are broke and failing, and thought we would go live and tell you guys that we're broke and failing. And so, anyway, what's going on? Hey, everybody.
Someone's in here.
I don't know who's in there. I don't see anybody. That was me.
Check in, thumbs up. Notifications gone out. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if the notifications have went out or not. Man, our channel's failing. We're failing.
It's boring content.
Boring content. We suck. But I will tell you, we told you changes were coming, and we're about done with the partials. And we'll talk more about it a little bit later. But I think, don't you agree we're done with the partials? Or
Today was the final straw.
today was it, man.
Today was it. No more of these things. So
Yeah.
I was kicked in the spuds today.
Yeah.
So
U-Haul, in all their infamousness, they say, hey, if you're here from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., we will have somebody unload you. Now, we've showed up at 4:15 and they've unloaded us. We've showed up at 4 o'clock and they've unloaded us. And today we showed up at 4 o'clock and 30 seconds. No joke, wasn't even 4:01 yet.
and we was told this. Get the
We were
fuck
told-
out of here.
We were told, get out of here. We were told, get out of here. You can't get unloaded till 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah, that was
It wasn't even 4:01, dude. It was like 4 o'clock and 30 seconds, dude.
because I was a nice guy. So obviously you all have their little truck drivers that pick up the boxes, and like we saw it coming down the interstate, and where this location is, I used to live here, so I know where this was. So I was like, I'll just follow her in, and yeah, that came back and bit me in the ass. I was like, she cruised in at 55 miles an hour. I mean, I could have rushed
Could've
by
raced her. Yep.
you know, but I was like, I'll just follow her in. I know where she's going, and yeah, I
We've
came
been
back
here
and-
several times, dude.
Yeah.
At this same place several times. And they've taken us at 4:15, 4:30, 5 o'clock. I mean, and today it was 4 o'clock and 30 seconds, and we got to 9 a.m., buddy.
Yeah.
So you lose a day. So we sit here and we lose a day when we could be at our next pickup in the morning, or next drop in the morning. And when you add up how many times a week this happens, you just can't justify all the downtime. You just can't. You can't justify the downtime.
Yeah, it's pointless.
Does it pay well? Yeah.
It's pointless being a team if you're going to sit, 3 nights a week because you can't run, right? So it is what it is. So yeah, we're failing at U boxes. We've decided to make a bit of a shift.
And we'll tell you guys about it. We'll
So,
tell you about it.
We're gonna make a bit of a shift just to try and gain more time up. I mean, I will say for a solo,
This is good.
you're going to get definitely good rate per mile, because you like right now, if you was a solo, I would have. I mean, he's on a reset right now, right?
Yeah, I'm reset.
So I would have sat here, took a 10-hour break, I'd have lost maybe 2 hours or something like that. So, probably more than that,
But for a team, this is crazy.
you're losing you're losing 600 miles of drive time, right? So we're gonna change it up, just try some other stuff, and
Yeah, we'll have a recorded video for you guys on Friday, and it'll kind of let you know what we're doing and what we've decided to do.
the money's good. Only the lonely. I mean, it's as far as rate per mile. If you look at it on a rate per mile basis,
Yeah,
yes, it's a very good rate per mile.
we can
The-
average what, $3?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably that's probably a little on the high side.
Right
but,
now,
but
yeah.
you're close. You're probably in the high twos. But the problem is, if he had drive time, if he wasn't on a reset, he would have lost 600-700 miles of drive time tonight.
Mhm.
And this has happened multiple times now, more than what we like I said, probably 3 times a week it happens,
Mhm.
where I might get somewhere at midnight, and we lose 6-7 hours. So it's, you know, yes, the rate is good, but it's the time loss is doing this as a team. So it's we're on e-logs. We use, is it Motive? Keep
trucking, whatever you want.
The things are POS. I mean, it disconnects from the phone all the time, and I don't like it. I think this particular box is bad because it does, like, you'll be driving along minding your own business and it just disconnects randomly. So, and I even turn my Bluetooth off, right? Being with both of us in the truck, I turn my Bluetooth off so it doesn't get confused trying to log me in and when he should be logged in. So it's it is what it is. It is what we're making it work. So we're gonna try some other stuff. We're gonna experiment with some other stuff. We've got some opportunities to
and we like the
experiment.
It's a good opportunity.
Yep. So we're gonna experiment and see if we can utilize the time a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
yeah, say no to us. I mean, U-boxes, we've got 6 on here, and that's the last. No, we got 7. We got 7 on here. Yeah. 2 stops, 7 drops, or 7 boxes, and when they're off, we're done.
Yeah, we've got 5 or 6 coming off here, and then 1 coming off an hour down the road, and that's it. We'll be done. Tomorrow I have to rebuild a 5th wheel.
Yep.
We've got a little bit of slack, and I was looking at, for the mechanics out there, on the Joss 5th wheels, they have that, it's like a cushion on the top edge. That's all chewed up, so I'm gonna replace that out tomorrow. We got 1 on order, so we'll do that tomorrow. Shouldn't take more than half an hour to do that. Feels like I'm driving a tanker.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, other than that, so we're sat here. I was like, Jason, let's go live. And so we
haven't been on here in like 5 or 6 days, man. I mean, we can't do this every day teaming. I mean, we just can't. So if you tune in, I mean, that's great. And, you know, we'll do some recorded videos. I think I'm going to do a couple recorded videos once we start doing this new thing. On my 30-minute breaks, I'm going to start doing some recorded stuff. And he may do some on his too. And, you know, it's that. And then when we can get together on a reset or something, we may go live like tonight.
Farmer Clark. No, it's a Joss 5th wheel. So literally there is 4 bolts in the top. You take the bolts out, or you have to pull the spring. So you can actually just use, if you've got the puller, the 5th wheel puller, just pull the spring, engage the 5th wheel like it's locked in, engage the jaw, pull the spring off, open the handle up, you take your 4 bolts off the top, take the cushion out, you put one of the nuts or the screws back in, pull the big pin out, and it'll all fall apart. It's super simple. So
we did it on the Freightliner too.
Yeah, I rebuilt the last one. Joss is an easy one to rebuild. But them Fontaine and Holland ones, I wouldn't want to screw with them. They look a little more complicated because some of them have like the jaws that go like this instead of right across. So, Bugatti, my best friend. Do you sleep?
Isn't that
on
the
same
RVT leg hopper Bugatti?
I don't know. People have said that. I don't know. I've never seen him in.
Isn't that the guy that humps RVT?
I've never seen him in. Maybe he is in RVTs.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's RVT's guy.
RVT actually had some interesting stuff to say the other day. I'm gonna give him some credit. I'm gonna give him some props.
RVT had. If you listen to RVT sometimes, I mean, he's got some decent stuff to say.
He actually had something interesting to say, which piqued my interest. So.
James Besta said he is the leg hopper of RVT. Yeah. So. Anyway, I mean, we
do not have a lift gate because that was my first thing. I was like there's a forklift back here. What do you call them? They're not. What are these things on the back? What's the forklifts that go on the back of trailers? Like a piggyback or something? There's one sitting around here, and I was trying to find a set of keys for it. So
yeah, he was going to try to.
I was going to try
unload the load tonight.
Yeah,
set it on their doorstep.
Yeah, find a chain and drag these boxes to the rear, and I mean, it takes a lot to take me out. So I'll find when there's a Wilbur's away, but I was like, you know what? It's not like we can leave here anyway.
Can't leave.
Yeah, I can't leave. So I can't leave till 2 in the morning or something. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I don't come off reset till noon tomorrow. So there's that.
Moffat, that's it, Moffat. So, yeah.
Is that the real Trucker Todd? I don't know if that's the real Trucker Todd. Let me check.
James, oh my God.
It is the real Trucker Todd.
Coach is still mad that he wanted I wanted a refund on the old cheesecake. You sold him a cheesecake?
We never sold cheesecakes. He's full of shit.
Oh, okay.
We never sold cheesecakes. I'm gonna give you a wrench, Todd. I'm gonna give you a wrench. I was in your live feed last night. I said hi, but I don't guess you saw it. I mean, sometimes you see comments, sometimes you don't. I was in your live feed last night, though.
Yeah, so we really don't have much. We're just here to shoot the shit tonight. I mean, other than we're failing at U-boxes.
Yeah.
When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, when it's on, it's on, and when it ain't, it's real bad.
Yeah.
You know, so like for instance, like if we go out west, we're in Florida right now, in an undisclosed location, but we're in Florida, and if we were going to go back out west, it would take us 2 days to load this, roughly. Wouldn't you agree? 2 days.
Yes, that's the thing.
Day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
2 days to load this trailer with 10 boxes. And then 2.5 days to get out there, then 2 days to offload it. And then, you know, so we're just not making the most of our time. I mean, we're not, our time management sucks.
Yes. Where are we headed? We are not booked on anything yet. We do have to go up to company HQ and do some stuff real quick.
Yeah. And we're gonna make you a video on Friday, so don't worry. You'll know what we're doing, but you know, or part of what we're doing. You know, if you guys want to come get some of this U-Box, come get it, man. But the prices are dropping, man.
It's not even the prices, I don't think.
Yeah, they're dropping. I mean, that's what makes it suck.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence with it right now. I think they're good. I think for a team, I think there is better ways to utilize your time. I think that's what, from my perspective on it, and we've done it, what,
We've done it for 3 months.
3 months now. And there's just a lot of time, you know, and you'll see it throughout the week, right? Because I predominantly drive the nights, he predominantly drives the days, and you know, I might be 20-30 hours off of what he's doing just because I'll get somewhere, you know, at whatever time, you know, I'll get there, you know, if I start
driving at 2 o'clock in the morning and we don't deliver till 7.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of times where I don't get to utilize all of my drive time, and you know, unfortunately we get paid.
We're not headed anywhere yet, James Best. We got some things going on, and then we'll be headed somewhere, but we don't know where, and that won't be we ain't headed nowhere till Friday.
Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning sometime, maybe about noon-ish Friday.
I'd like to think before noon.
Well,
I'd like to
noon at the latest Friday, we'll know what we're doing. I did see the trolls in your channel, Todd. I did see that. I did actually see that, and that was part of my comment. I was telling you were being trolled, and then I just asked how you were doing. But I just made the one comment, and then I just kind of listened. I was driving a little bit late yesterday. I drove till midnight yesterday before we took our shower, and I was just listening to it. You went on for about 3 hours and 20 minutes or so. I just mainly listened.
The Lone Mountain truck is actually doing really good. Trying to think. Obviously, we had the air conditioning issue, which we fixed. That's all done. Things working like a champion. We had a bit of a coolant leak, which was actually just one of the fittings. Compression hose clamps was on here, so we just took them off and put the screwdriver type ones where you clamp them down. So that fixed that, and got a bit of slack more slack in the fifth wheel than I like. So
it's like we're pulling a tanker, man.
Yeah,
it
like
really
it
slaps around.
And especially going in the cities quite a bit, start and stops, you feel it really, it's emphasized. So I'm going to change it out tomorrow. And it's the cushion on the front. You can see I guess when they had it, whoever had it before just kept changing trailers a lot, because you can see it's just chewed the hell up on that front cushion. So
Trucker Todd said he's headed to Lakeland. How close will we be to Lakeland?
we're going to be in Wildwood tomorrow.
Wildwood?
Yes.
How far is that from Lakeland? You're the Florida guru.
Oh, it's not too far. I mean, Wildwood is right where 75 and the Turnpike meet. So we'll be in Wildwood tomorrow and Friday.
So tomorrow and Friday we'll be in Wildwood for sure. Well, till about noon Friday at the latest.
Yeah, that TA there, and they got that the 75 Chrome Shop, but
yeah, they get the Chrome Shop and the TA, and we frequented TA a few times.
I like that 75 Chrome Shop.
Yeah, we haven't been in there though.
I've been in there. That's where I bought most of my Chrome for the Peterbilt.
Isn't that where Mother Truckers started out? And didn't he have like an office in the 75 Chrome Shop or something?
No, I think it's down in Miami. He was down in Miami, wasn't he? I don't know.
I thought he was there at the 75 Chrome Shop.
APU, we're waiting on parts to come in. So they should be here when we get home. So we'll get that done. That should be an easy fix.
How much did they... do you see the new trucker?
How much did they want in the bank for the loan mountain truck? I'm thinking about going for.
They want to see about $7,000. Minimum.
Yeah, I don't. I look. I'll be honest. I don't know the minimum number.
I don't know the minimum number.
I mean, yeah, it's. I don't know. So the way the process worked for us, when I applied, I said, "Hey, look, I'm interested in this truck," they then called me up and they did like a phone interview, and they asked, what's the plan with the truck, what's the, are you teaming it, etc., etc. They asked, all these questions about your bank account, like, have you ever gone in the negative? How much do you normally keep in the bank? And so I just told them that, but what's your current balance? And I told them everything. And at the time, we just started a business account, so we just moved money from the business, from our personal accounts into the business accounts to get it going. And I just showed them a statement. That was it. So I be honest with you, I don't know if there's a minimum number. I would think probably at least maybe a couple of months worth of truck payments, $5,000-$6,000 maybe, and enough to cover a repair. I think what they're looking for is, if you pull out of there, you're not spending your last dollar on the truck. You can at least cover a blowout or a short tow bill or something. So someone asked what happened to Money Mondays. So actually I'd stop Money Mondays if you want them back, because they weren't getting any views. So
use your name where, Stephen. We don't recruit for Lone Mountain. Yeah, we don't care. So absolutely, they can use Stephen's name.
So I mean, look, I got all my stuff for it down here. So I mean, this week so far we're at 7,900 for the week, but we've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to run. So we'll build that up. Last week was 11,050. So 11,380. So I mean, we're keeping numbers. I mean, we keep track of all of it, but it's no one was viewing them. So I was like, if people aren't interested in it,
where's the merch? We were thinking about having Daphne make us a logo and get some shirts out here for long, but it's going to be a little bit before we get with Red Hawk and get the hats. And we're not sure if we're going to do Coach and Stewie Show hats or JS Solution hats. We may just do JS Solutions hats, and then the guy that won it, of course, we'll send you a JS Solutions hat. I don't know what we're going to do yet. We don't know. I mean, we're undecided. But you guys can absolutely use Stephen as your referral at Lone Mountain. We don't care. We may have some Coach and Stewie show shirts coming up maybe in the next week or two. Now you'll have to order those through Daphne, and she'll do the shipping and stuff like that. We won't have any per se. We may have a couple that we wear out here on the truck, but
I was actually looking at some shirts the other day. Someone said I looked like a scumbag in the comments the other day or the other week.
scumbag.
Yeah, I was saying I should take pride in my appearance, and I'm like, you know what? I started looking at like some dry fit polos and maybe do a collar, you know, because I wear shorts and a t-shirt. I wear shorts, t-shirt, and sneakers everywhere I go, just about. So maybe I should do like a dry fit polo or something and have my name on there. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
So
Diesel Down says, "Are y'all done with U-Haul?"
Yeah, I think so. For us, I mean, I don't want to bash on U-Haul. I don't think I think for a solo guy that likes to run hard, I think there is a lot of opportunity. And if you don't mind doing the picks and stuff, but for a team, I think there is better avenues, you know, where you don't waste as much time. So we're gonna try some other stuff, and no, I tried that. I even throw them $60. I said, hey, look, I've got $60 in my wallet right now. I'll give it to you if you get it on. Nope, they wouldn't do it.
Oh, we're good at bribing these people, man. We pay them all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me.
Yeah, we do.
Trust me. It ain't about the money we didn't offer.
I mean,
trust
it's
me.
anything from a Dr. Pepper to. I think the worst we had to do was like what, $100 or something.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. We had them reorganized. So one trip we did, we actually we just said screw it. We're gonna go and pick up. We didn't care what order they were in, as long as they were all going in the same direction. I said let's just pick them all up, and you know, so we're not going back and forth across the state. We picked them all up, and then our first stop I said let's just throw the guy $100, take them all off, and put them in the order we want them off. And he did it, you know. And that's the problem, right? Some people, you know how some people are. Some people are so strict about the rules, you know. They're like just super anal, and there's other people, yeah, for $100, I'll take that, man. You know, it's just you don't know who you're going to be dealing with, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, so
it's life outside interference, as they would say.
Yeah.
So
we're just gonna say the hell with it. We put it all on black, and we're doubling down, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yep. Gonna try something a little different, and I got my passport, so I have a passport. I even have a TWIC card out. Actually, I think it's up here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah.
No, GW.
I even got a TWIC card I carry with me as well, so I got it all, man. I mean, for someone that's such a shitbag, eh?
Yeah. No, GW. I don't think we're not looking for other companies or anything like that. I mean, we like being able to dispatch ourselves. We like what we're doing here. I mean, we're just going to change up what we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's the type of freight we're gonna. I mean, the type of freight we're gonna be pulling. Just change that up and see if we can make it work. You know, we're both new to team and trying to figure out, you know, find our lane, I guess.
Yeah.
Find our lane.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody's asking us a lot of questions about teaming, and we're so new to it, man. We don't really even know. I mean, I tell you what we do. I mean, I can tell you what we do, and that's about it. I mean, and it works for us, but it may not work for you. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
See, my mind goes in a million directions, right? I think of it like this, right? You could do 2 solos a day, right? These short hops. So you could do a short hop during the day, and then he'll take over and then find an overnight short hop. But the problem is, right, you can plan on that, and it sounds good on paper until you get held up at a shipper or a receiver for 6 or 7 hours, and then the other person can't run. So it's trying to constantly find that happy medium of the time, you know, your time and rate per miles and stuff like that. So just trying to figure out, you know, what's the most productive and the biggest bang for the buck.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have all these theories that look good on paper, but when you execute them, like now, right? we're now going to sit for freaking what, 14 hours, 15 hours because of 1 minute.
It's lost.
Yeah. So,
and that hurts. I mean, that's $1,000 worth of revenue for us. I mean, that don't sound like a lot, but that's a lot, man. In a week, I mean, that's $1,000 worth of revenue we just gave up by sitting here. You know, we could have had another load booked and be out of Florida. I mean, speaking the truth, I mean, we could have been out, man. I mean, I think what we're going to be doing is really good, and I think we can get our gross where we need it. I think, or I hope, and both of us have a little bit of experience in what we're going to be doing. And
should we just tell them?
You want to just tell them?
Yeah. So we're gonna try some reefer stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna try some reefer stuff. I mean, we're gonna try some team, produce stuff. Obviously, produce is somewhat sensitive in the sense of the quicker you get it somewhere, the more shelf life it has. So try the longer runs, the east to west coast, so we can, instead of short runs, and just see what happens.
Yeah. Should I give GW a wrench?
Yeah, give him a wrench.
All right, GW, I'm going to give you a wrench.
So we're going to see what how that works out, and get rid of some of these stops. Yeah, we might have a bunch of stops in California. Obviously, maybe 2 picks, 1 drops, or 1 pick and then 2 drops on the other end. So just trying to figure out, like I said, what works for us.
Yeah, and we bought a trailer, and you guys will find out about that Friday. And so we doubled down, like I said earlier, we doubled down, we put it all on black, and we're spinning the wheel, man.
Hey, look, reefer, only lonely. Reefer might not be it. We might be worse off in reefer than what we're doing now, right? I mean, that's just the reality. Like I said, we're giving it a shot and see what happens. And
yeah, James, we bought a reefer trailer.
Yeah, bought a reefer trailer, picking it up on Friday, and yeah, see what happens, right? I mean, we're just trying to figure out what's more efficient. We
can pull dry van loads with it. I mean, there's some dry van loads we can pull with it, and we'll make you a video about the trailer. It's a 16 model, so it's not real old. I mean, it's not real new, so it's about right in the middle, and that's the deal, man. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to catch the produce wave while it's going. And
if reefer doesn't work, sell it to Best so Osa can use it.
If the reefer don't work, sell it to Best so Osa can use it. Yeah. Osa does want to do reefer.
Osa called me last night at like 2 a.m. I told him to call James. I said, you might want to call James on this.
He said he didn't want to bug you at 2 o'clock in the morning. He wanted to bug us. Yeah, I mean, is that Kenny? Oh yeah, Kenny's in here.
He's having 2 reefers this week. Are we one of them reefers, Kenny?
Are we one of them, or no? And we're going to try to make Vegas. We're going to try. We've been discussing it. We may not be able to stay the whole time, but we're going to try our best to go to Vegas. We are going to try to go to Vegas. So if you want to meet up with the Coach and Stewie show, we're probably at least going to make an appearance there.
Yeah. Actually, I did get an email today from the Cosmopolitan. So
you are one, the other started today.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't know where we're staying, or maybe he just said where we're staying. Hell, I don't know.
I can go and stay in the I don't know, the old jalopy rooms, or we can go and stay at Cosmopolitan. Let's see.
mean, what do you got comped?
Both.
Oh, I mean, we can
Yeah.
stay wherever. I mean, but yeah, we're gonna start Friday on the reefer gig, and we'll do a video of the trailer and stuff, and so
Someone could sleep
that's
in
what
my
we're gonna
tub.
do.
Did you have one of them Japanese soaking tubs, James?
What's going on, 21?
I got to meet my brother tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got to
got-
meet Stuart's
I
brother
got to see
tonight.
my brother. We're delivering in the same town he lives in, so he came out and had some pizza with us. So
And Trucker Todd, if you want to meet us in Wildwood, we'll be happy to meet with you. If you want to come to Wildwood, be happy to meet with you. If you want to come to Wildwood to the TA, be happy to meet with you.
what's everyone else got going on though?
Yeah, what do y'all got going on? I mean, enough about us and all of our failing.
Cosmo does Mario Convoy. Yeah, like I said, I know. My wife opened that place up. She was that was her gig. She actually chaperoned Beyonce the night it opened. I don't know if I ever told you that story.
No?
She chaperoned Beyonce. So the opening gig, they had Beyonce there, and she had to sort of chaperone Beyonce for the night.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Best is the guest celebrity at Vegas, and we're going to make an appearance, and we'll sign autographs. You get your Coach and Stewie show autographs in Vegas, baby. Hey, we might actually have shirts though. By Vegas, we will have shirts by Vegas. I mean, that's another month away, right?
Yeah, we should make some.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get Daphne on it.
See, I'm trying to get, and stuff like that, because that seems to be a coach. That seems to be. He was on the phone with someone today, and he kept saying, and stuff like that. I was like, God damn, man, how many times can you say that in a
Man,
conversation?
you say it now.
Yeah, it's because I've been hanging out with you so much. Stuff like that. What you been up to? And stuff like that. Bring a cheesecake. What's this whole cheesecake thing?
When we had Jarhead Transportation,
Mm-hmm.
we would have people down. They could pick their dinner when they signed on with us.
Yep.
And Daphne would make a cheesecake, a strawberry cheesecake for dessert. And then all these guys kept saying that they were ordering cheesecakes, and she's never mailed out a cheesecake. A lot of these guys said they were ordering cheesecakes from Daphne and stuff like that. But that's so when you came there, you had to come to our house for orientation, and we would feed you. You got to pick.
You let
whatever
some
you
of
wanted.
these knuckleheads into your home.
I let some of them into my home.
Whew, you're a brave man.
Yeah, and then you could pick whatever you wanted. She'd cook it up and everything, pork chop, steak, whatever you wanted. And we had one driver wanted chicken wings, so we did chicken wings. And dessert was a strawberry cheesecake. So all these guys keep talking about
I
cheesecake.
will say, Daphne can season the shit out of some hamburgers.
She's good, man.
God damn, them burgers were good.
I mean, yeah, and fuck, I don't know, man. Y'all are gonna be swimming in them big tubs. I don't know that we'll have one.
I'm gonna bring a Speedo. I'm gonna buy an American flag Speedo.
So wait, when we go home after our 5 weeks, and we go out for another 5 weeks, that will be during Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So we will be on our next 5 weeks. Will be during Vegas.
Yeah.
I may have to bring a few decent T-shirts because all I've got's these.
Yeah. You look like the maintenance man at the hotel. Hey, maintenance.
We're all going to Whataburger in Vegas, and GW's paying. All right, I'll take you up on that. I bought 3 on the receipt. One, the other 2 got robbed.
I'm gonna take James to Taco Bell again. Only Taco Bell. I don't know. I think we paid for our own there, but it was the only Taco Bell I've ever been to where they had beer on tap, I believe.
Oh really?
Oh, dude, yeah, it was the best combination ever.
What's going on, trucking with Jesus? Yeah, I don't think we can stay all 3 days, but because time is money. We're a growing business. We're a new business. I don't think we can do all 3, but I'm just a penny pincher. He'd probably want to do all 3, but
He is cheap.
I'm cheap as fuck.
He is cheap, boy.
I'm cheap. I just think we could. I mean, we might stay 2 of the 3 days, but I don't think we're staying all 3 because that's $1,000 a day. Well, hell, with a team, it's $2,000 a day that we'd be giving up, man. So, I mean, I just, I don't know, boys and girls.
Business.
I am
expense.
cheap though.
Business expense.
I'm so cheap that I go to Subway and get a foot long and make 2 meals out of it. And he can tell you the truth about that.
He does. Not me.
Not him.
See, he's got to have faith in my blackjack skills. That's what it is. He just needs to say, Stuart, there's the business card. Double it for me.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, it's a business expense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe we could pay this trailer off in Vegas. You think so?
Maybe.
Who got hit?
No, Bugatti, we already have a
Who got hit?
Shorts.
What'd he say?
I don't know what Shorts said. We already have a deal in place. We're picking up on Friday. And the trailer has been very well taken care of.
Yeah. It's a 16.
Yeah.
It's only got 17,000 hours on it though.
Yeah. So, E-Track's in it. The maintenance records are
Impeccable.
yeah. So it's
Impeccable. But
isn't there what's the other one in under you got Whataburger. What's the one? Is it not Steak and Shake? Over by underneath Cosmopolitan. Shake Shack, I think it is. Is it Shake Shack? It's over by underneath Cosmopolitan there, or right by there. That's pretty good.
yeah. That's fine, GW. I mean, keep them on their toes, man. I don't want nobody talking drama in here or nothing like that, man. This is drama free. We ain't talking about it. We ain't repping it. If somebody talks drama, either hide them or delete their comment or whatever you want to do.
I know he hasn't been watching it either.
I haven't.
He hasn't. He's been emotionally stable.
Hey.
He's not wanting to fight anyone.
Oh man, did you tell him about the fight we almost got into?
Yeah, that was funny. So, we was actually in Franklin. We just left.
We just left.
What was we doing? I can't remember.
We were leaving out.
Yeah, we were heading out.
Leaving to go get lunch.
And we was going past the Walmart, and this guy pulls out right in front of me.
I don't know why you were driving in today, though. Why were you driving?
Was we going to the TA? I think we was heading to the TA.
We were going to get the fridge.
Yeah.
We were
So,
going to get the
This
AC
this guy comes out. I mean, there was no room for him to come out. And I mean, I was coming along the main road at 50, 60 miles an hour. He just pulls out. And so I closed up on him pretty quick, and I got pretty close to him.
But it was his fault.
Yeah, I mean, like, I really didn't want to change lanes because I was going to be making a right turn pretty soon. Well, he then decides to be an asshole and brake check me. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the left lane and go around it. If this guy wants to play games,
He was just going to pass him.
you know, I'm just going to pass him. So, and I get 2/3 of the way past the guy. Next thing I know, the guy's giving me the one finger salute, and like I've done something wrong. Next thing I know, this dude's hanging out the window, and I've got him by the belt, and he's like, they're going at each other, and he's like, as calm as they. You want to fight? That guy. I mean, I was like, this dude's a killer, man. I was like, God damn. It's like, you want to fight?
That's
like,
the Marine in me, man.
he was ready to go, man.
That's the
So,
Marine.
and then the guy realized there was 2 of us in the truck, And then he changed his tune and he drove off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he
when
found
you-
out there was two of
but I
us.
was like, God damn, Jason, if you want to fight, at least give me 30 minutes to warm up. I was like, I need to stretch out, man. You know, as there was, Toby Keith would say, I'm not as young as I once was. I was like, I got to stretch.
Ain't
I
as
got to
good as
stretch
you
out.
once were.
Yeah, I got to stretch out a little bit before we start doing anything like that. So,
Yeah, we about got in our first fight. Oh man, that's crazy.
actually, we had a bit of a domestic the other day. Well, it was a heated conversation.
Who, us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got in a heated conversation the other day.
Yeah, we had a domestic dispute.
There was no cereal bowls thrown around or anything like that, but
Yeah.
words got heated, and I told him to stop. What did I say? I can't remember.
You
Stop.
told me to stop being a bitch, and
Yeah,
I
I
told
said,
you
yeah.
to quit being.
Yeah, it's like, don't be a bitch. You're being dramatic and whatever else, and yeah, it got a little heated for a second,
Yeah, we had a.
and then I went to bed, and
It
then
wasn't, but I mean, what, 5 minutes?
yeah, and I said, fuck this, I'm going to bed, and
I told him to go sleep it off.
yeah,
He got up and we talked it out, and
yep.
hey, that's what business is about, though. Sometimes it's making the hard decisions, man. I mean, it's making the hard decisions, man. And you know, it's hard to walk away from this U-Box, being that it's open appointments and all that kind of stuff, and we can run wild as a team. But all the time we invest in it just ain't worth it, man. It just ain't worth it. And you know, so we're gonna go try our hand at reefer, and I mean, failure's not an option. I mean, we bought a trailer, so I mean, failure's not an option. So I mean, we're gonna go out there and we just my dad used to say that GW boats, the quiet ones are the most one is the one you got to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was born in 40 actually, and he grew up in the 40s, and yeah, he always said it ain't the one with the mouth you got to worry about. When do you pick up the trailer? Friday. We pick it up at Friday. Just so happened, I mean, it just happens to be we're picking it up in Florida because that's where that's where it's at. So that's cool. Should. I don't know, man.
Can you do U-boxes on the rear?
You could do them the opposite way. You can't do them width
yeah,
wise.
it would be a length thing, not a width thing. So
So you could probably get about 5 or 6 on here instead of 10.
I tell you what did happen to me, or even he noticed it. Someone put an air tag in one of these U-boxes and was
Yeah.
tracking our ass.
And our phone kept going off saying we were being tracked by an air tag, and I was like, "What the fuck is this, man?" I thought somebody had hacked my phone.
Yeah,
I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And then he came up with the idea somebody had an air tag in one of these boxes.
yeah, because it kept giving me a warning. Something someone's loaned to you has got an air tag in it. And I'm like, well, no one's loaned me anything. So I'm like, well, the last box we just picked up is when it happened. So I was like, there must be something in that last box. They must have put an air tag in there and whatever else. So I mean, they got to see us right across I-10. So
Yeah, they was way behind though, man. That air tag, when we looked at the tracker on that air tag, it was way behind where we were. We were in like New Mexico, and it was still right there at the
Arizona, right?
It was like right there at Phoenix, or right there at the Arizona-California border. And hell, we were in New Mexico. Randall said he's broke too.
Yeah, I'm pretty broke.
Yeah, we're
Pretty
broke.
broke.
We're broke.
Pretty broke.
Hopefully we can make a little bit of money with this reefer. But you know, you guys that were telling us about other carriers, we're not interested in changing carriers. We're just
Honestly, I like Patriot
I mean,
Star.
I like it.
If I will say, if you're looking for a carrier, you know, if you're looking for a carrier to lease onto,
Mhm.
I would. I mean, you know, this is not my first time at Patriot Star, right? I've been here multiple times, and they, good company. They got some direct customers as well. You got a little, got the spot.
And we can still do some of that with the reefer too. So
Yep. So there's a little bit of everything here, right? You know. So.
Yeah. So, James Best, is your team truck out on the road? I already know the answer to this. I don't even know why I asked you. I don't even know why I asked you.
We should have a competition.
What's the competition?
Who can kill it the most?
Who can gross the most out of us and Oser and Tim?
There you go.
Whenever y'all want to start.
We should take bets on it.
Do you want to make a bet, James Best?
I should let James dispatch me?
Oh, we're doing pretty good.
I would challenge anyone. If anyone could dispatch me better than myself. I think I could. I'm a pretty damn good dispatcher. I'm not going to blow my horn too much.
Yeah, you're blowing it pretty good.
But I'm pretty fucking good, dude.
I'd say you're pretty good.
I'm pretty good.
You're.
The problem is, I can make you the money. You just got to be willing to do what needs to be done to make it happen, right? And I'm not talking about
James
doing the legal
Best just
stuff.
said you ain't all that.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
Hey, do you want to make that bet, James? Who can gross the most? Us or your truck? Teaming, because they're full team now.
And I'll even give you a 10% revenue handicap because now we're pulling a reefer.
Okay, with a 10% handicap.
Starting the beginning, what day are we on right now? What's the date? That's the 16th. I guess we go to the 16th for next month.
Steven says he'll donate $100 to a favorite charity. If you're doing reefer, let me know. Hobby trucker, hobby dispatcher.
Dispatching is his hobby. Careful.
If you're doing reefer, let me know. If y'all ever pick up at Dannon in Minster, Ohio, I'll drive you around on the golf cart. Okay. I'll keep you. I will definitely keep up with that. And if Trucker Todd's in here, if you want to meet us at Wildwood, we'd be happy to meet with you. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but yeah, we're just chilling, dude. Can't deliver till 9 o'clock. We're gonna still get close to 12 hours of sleep. I mean,
No, it ain't right.
yeah.
It ain't right being able to sleep this much.
We bonded our trailer insurance today. We did do that, and a lot of people told us it was gonna be like $200, dude. What did it come in at?
$94 a month.
$94. So that wasn't bad.
I was happy with that.
We got a pretty good little insurance company. I'm not going to put out who we. Well, I mean,
I'm actually wearing their T-shirt right now.
Yeah, 10-4 insurance.
10-4 insurance.
Yeah, 10-4
I tell you, they're pretty.
They're pretty good.
Pretty good. And then what's the chick's name? I forgot. What was it? Leslie? Tiffany?
It started with a J.
Hang on, I gotta get my black book of names out here. Hang on a
I
second.
think it started with a J.
Hang on a second. Jessica.
Ah!
Jessica.
I was right.
Jessica.
Yeah, $94, man, and we insured it with with a decent deductible and everything. So, I mean, it's not like a sky high $5,000 deductible or nothing.
What, 2,500?
Yeah, I think we did 25.
2,500. What do you guys do for deductibles?
A lot of people do 1,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
We may need to change that to 1,000.
do you think 25 is too much? I've got 20. I mean, 25. Look, if you haven't got $2,500 in the bank for a deductible, you're probably doing something wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I don't know. So, price difference is minimal.
I think we might change it to 1,000. I think we should. I think we'll call tomorrow and change it to 1,000.
If I had my way, I'd have done it for the five. They gave us the option of 1,000, 2,500, or 5,000.
You would have done what?
We could have potentially done 5,000.
Why? Just more you out of bucket. Shit hits the fan.
Yeah. Yeah, 10-4 is a good company.
Yeah, they really are. They're owned by Lone Mountain.
If there's anyone that I would rep them.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty. They actually, I went to them. They had so we price shopped everyone. They weren't the cheapest, but they offered more features, right? So like they covered electronics in the truck, like GPSs, computers, and stuff like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, hey, look, this other company is cheaper than you, and they matched the price and let us keep the other
extra add-ons.
Yeah, the add-ons. So I was like, hey, that's awesome. So yeah, that was pretty neat. So yeah, good to work with.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty stoked about this reefer thing. Are you?
Yeah. No, I'm looking. Look, my best load ever pulled was in a reefer. So I've got a. It's for me. It's. I know the money's there, right? And that's the thing that I've only ever done reefer when the market was really freaking hot, right? I mean, I did that. My best load ever was 17,500 going from, I think it was like Yakima, Washington, with a stop in Chicago, finalizing in somewhere in Eastern PA, and that was 17.5.
I'll tell you what, James, if you say reefer shit, you ain't been looking at the load board. I mean,
see, I still look, and this. I
mean, Minnesota back down to Florida is what, on 5,500.
No, I've been seeing stuff for $5,000.
I mean,
last minute stuff for $5,000 down there.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking crazy. I mean, how many miles is that? 1,500?
1,400 maybe.
For $5,000?
Yeah, but you're gonna get shit coming out, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get shit on coming out.
You're gonna get a buck coming out.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, out in the West, man, 9-10 grand. I mean, shit. I mean, and that's right up our alley, man. We like to run the coast to coast, but we don't know where we're gonna run. I mean, we don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, he's got reefer experience. I've got some from U.S. Food Service back in the early.
This son
2000s.
of a gun asked me to teach him reefer. I'm like, dude, switch it on, set the temperature. That's it.
I need somebody to go over them controllers with me. It's been a long time since I messed with one. I mean, it's been 2002. 2003-ish last time I touched a reefer. Well, see, I went to Walmart in 04, so yeah, 01, 02, 03, somewhere around there. Yeah. James says, here comes the claims. You said you didn't really have no problems with claims.
All I'm gonna say, sorry, Kenny. I'm joking. I mean, that reefer has got some impeccable maintenance records. I'm not worried about the reefer.
Reefer is shit. I just got out of it a month ago. What'd you go to? You went back to Dry-Van? Where'd you go, Unfiltered? What are you doing instead? Because, I mean, the Dry-Van rates just don't stack up. I mean, or it don't where we're looking.
Yeah, you know what it is? Here's where my mind is at. I think I'm just in a bit of a funk where I'm still in that 21 mindset, right? Where it's like, I want to be hitting these stupid numbers, and I need to go back to like 16 when I had my authority, and I was ecstatic to, if I was getting, $1.90, $2 a mile, I was over the moon, and I need to go back to that. I need to get back in that mindset maybe. So I think it's just my mind is still in the 21 times, where rates were crazy good. So.
Are you on contracted rates though, Unfiltered, or are you talking about spot rates? Because I'm curious. Are you talking about contracted rates or spot rates?
I think he's on the spot, I believe.
Is he on spot?
I'm pretty sure he's on the spot. Oh, cool. Either way, we'll make it work,
Well,
right?
well, I mean, we ain't got no choice but to make it work.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll make it work.
just
we
like
will
this
make it
truck,
work.
just like everything else, man. We put it in both of our names, man. So
It's look, I don't.
oh, you're a company driver?
I don't-
Okay, I wasn't sure.
No, I don't quit. So we'll. It's just trying to figure out what's best for us, right?
Yeah,
That's all.
we're just gonna have to. I mean, I may have to drive some nights, man. I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, get used to that, Jason. See this? You might get yourself a freaking Energizer.
Yeah,
Charge it. We've got the
It is
solar
what
panel.
it
We've got the solar panel on the roof for you.
it is what it is.
He's
man.
actually been driving some. I say nights.
I drove till midnight last night.
Well, that's what I was about to say. He was up till like 12:30 driving the other night. Our hours got a bit junky, and he was up till 12:30. I mean, he was like a zombie.
No, I wasn't that bad. But I mean, you got to remember, dude. I've been up since.
He was snorting lines of cocaine off the dash to stay awake.
I didn't even take a stay awake pill.
He took our last $100 bill and started snorting coke.
Kenny's watching. What's
Yeah, you might want to drug test him.
I've been running $1.80 a mile after the 20% company cut. It's okay. Are you talking about reefer or drive-in? Steven? Drive? Oh, well, that's not bad. We're hoping that we could stay after the company cut. We're hoping to be able to stay about 240, 250. That's where we want to be. I don't know if we'll make that, but we're trying. We're going to try. Contact DOT Line Transport. They do east and west team loads. All their freight is team. They have a brokerage. DOT Line. I have seen their trucks. You know what works great for late night runs? Vitamin B12. Yes. I've actually had injections of B12 before. Like it's a weight loss thing. Like you get these injections of B12 and it ups your metabolism.
I think Guinness is good for B12, isn't it? Or is that
What?
just vitamin B? I don't know.
B12 is good for energy. B12 is the energy vitamin. Yeah, I don't know. It's been years since I've had one, but I've had probably 2 or 3 B12 injections. I've had probably 2 or 3 in my life, and I don't know. I mean, it's supposed to be time release B12 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw coming out. I was looking at the load board the other day, and I saw an uptick coming out of Idaho.
Potatoes.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I knew it was, like November, right? We're gonna get, once we get into that late summer, and get into like October, November, you're gonna start talking pears and apples out of Washington, and like heading up to Yakima and stuff like that. So that's the thing with reefer, right? That's one thing I did learn, is you're constantly moving where the hot lanes are, right? Like you'll be in, it's like the watermelons of Florida, right? They start in South Florida and work their way up, and they're in the Carolinas now doing watermelons. So you gotta just have your finger on the pulse of what's moving, right? So, and then once winter hits and it gets cold out, then it's just a matter of protect from freeze type of stuff. So it's just like I used to do a lot of paint, stop paint from freezing. That was go out to Reno and stuff. So rejection heaven.
Rejection heaven. What's he talking about? Getting loads rejected?
Yeah, produce. I actually have a
How many reefer loads you pulled, Best?
we might want to swing by the house and get that. I got a digital recorder. Well,
You got a digital what?
I got a digital recorder we can put in the trailer as well.
What is it record?
Hundreds. Yeah. Sure.
50 in here tonight.
That's pretty late as well.
That's pretty good for a failing channel. I mean, yeah.
Stop coming off with the frickin' failing channels.
I mean, what's in your title?
Shitbags.
What's in your title? We're failing and broke, right?
Yeah. I tell you, I did a potato load a long time ago, and it went to a Frito-Lay. And you know how it is, you end up with potatoes that get stuck in the cracks, I guess the vents at the bottom. So I was like, I'll take them. I took them home, and I peeled them. It's not a regular potato, man.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, you can't, like, you can't really mash them. You can't boil them and mash them. You literally end up having to sort of cut them up and try and like deep fat fry them and try and make potato chips out of them. And even still, it just tasted like stale potato chips. Yeah, it was not good. Them potatoes that Frito-Lay have are not normal potato chips, that's for sure. So, or potatoes, should I say?
Oh, James is trolling us.
Is he? What's he saying now?
He said hours and hours in the dock sitting at overnight at U-Haul feel like heaven.
Ah, yes. We actually just we just spoke about this. I was like, at least if we're sat on a dock, I'm going to get paid detention. Yep. Here, I know at 4 o'clock I'm not getting unloaded, right? So at least I can collect detention. So I'm thinking this could be a bonus. If I'm gonna have to wait, my ass is gonna get paid for it. There is a little bit of thought that did go into this.
Yeah.
Just a smidge.
Just a little bit.
It's like
if you're just tuning in, we just had our first domestic dispute in a truck the other day. It took 5 minutes. It lasted 5 minutes. We had our first fight. It's not really a fight. I wouldn't call it a fight. Would you call it a fight?
Oh, I was just calling him a bitch and stuff, and it was.
I asked him
If we had some handbags and stuff, we would have probably been slapping each other with them, and you know.
He said we're only going to get very little detention.
Yeah. Maybe. Who knows, right? Who knows? This dude is very hormonal, though.
Who is? Me?
See, just that reaction.
I can't believe he said that.
Just that reaction. See,
as hormonal as his ass is.
I'm just indecisive. I'm very indecisive. This guy wants an answer.
You guys need to get him a pair of flip-flops.
This guy wants answers, and he wants answers now. And I'm like,
I'm fucking direct.
I'm a processor, right? Like, I sit there, and I'm almost the guy who will, you know, we've all had the, what's the paralysis by analysis? Like, I will overanalyze everything.
He wants to flip-flop back and forth 20 damn times, where I'm just like, let's do it.
But then, different options get presented to us, right? So, like, I'll think I'll have something figured out, and all of a sudden he says, well, I spoke to these people today, and they said this, and then it just freaking, what I've just spent the last 48 hours thinking about and processing is just thrown it out the window, and it's now something else. I'm like, that could work too. Or, you know, just, I don't know. It is what it is.
Dude, we changed our mind on this trailer how many times, you think? 20?
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff that went into it.
Yeah, we finally pulled the trigger on it 2 days ago.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, we literally just pulled the trigger on it and sticking with it.
And that's the other thing, right, is, you know, it's the right thing to do. I mean, it's definitely the right thing to do.
Yeah, we've weighed out all the pros and cons, man. I mean, we've weighed everything out. And, you know, there's lots of team reefer loads. Lots of team reefer loads. Because all of that's GI JIT, man, they need to get that shit on the dock so they can sell it. I mean, it's got short shelf life. You know, so I mean, there's lots of that. I mean, I see a fight coming. There's not going to be a fight in this truck. We're not having fights.
Trust me, I'll just put the pillow over his face while he's sleeping. I'm not fighting anyone.
Man, they got up there and shining goddamn lights in my eyes last night. Man, I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I don't know what you were doing with that flashlight shining all
Oh
over
yeah.
the place.
So I didn't want to put the light on, right? So I get my phone. I've got the phone in my hand like this. Bear in mind, he's below me, right? Laying in the bed, and I'm like looking for my light switch on my phone, and I'm stood there, and obviously I find it, and the flashlight comes on. And it's just like shining on him.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it was. And then I'm looking at him like, oh shit, sorry, dude. Sorry. Because I like to try and shine it up on the ledge so I can see what I'm doing, because I have to pull the bags down from, you can sort of see them up there. We keep the bags up there while we drive out the way. And then
we put them down here.
Yeah, and anytime I sleep, I'll just bring them down here and chuck them down there and sleep.
If we're both in the bunk.
Yeah.
Well,
actually tonight, tonight, I'm on the bottom tonight.
Yeah, he's got the bottom.
You can screenshot that and put that however you want. I am on the bottom tonight.
Yep.
Jason's on top tonight.
I'm on top. I'm on top. That changes tomorrow, but
Yep.
Yep, I'm on top tonight.
Don't fight boys tag team lot lizards.
I don't mind the top bunk though. He hates it.
It's the mattress. The mattress is fucking.
I don't really mind it though.
The mattress is shit, man. I'd rather sleep on the concrete floor outside. I mean,
it is a shitty mattress.
That mattress is garbage. If it had a decent mattress, I don't mind climbing up there. I don't mind any of that. You know, but just that mattress is shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is a garbage mattress. I know why you put that in your shed. I'd have kept it in your shed too, and it should stay there personally.
I'm just gonna throw it away.
Yeah.
I mean, it was brand new.
Oh yeah, I know it was new, but I just still.
Had to have a mattress, man. It does suck up there a little bit. I mean, it ain't.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind it up there as long as the mattress is good. I like that big thick mattress, you know, at 12 inches.
Yeah, we got a real nice 12-inch thick mattress on the bottom, man. It's like heaven.
Yeah, it takes me back to my childhood, right? Being on top bunk. Me and my brothers would fight over that as kids. It's like Step Brothers. You ever see that movie? Will Ferrell? I mean, everyone's seen it, I think.
What?
The movie Step Brothers with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, what about
Where they make the bunks.
Oh, they fight on the top bunk.
Yeah, they make the bunk and stuff.
What does he say?
What's that?
Only top bunk I've had is in the county. So you did go to jet.
What?
Is Cooper and them booked up, James? Or I talked to them earlier. I don't even know what they're doing, but are they booked up, James? Or how much did they get going west? I know they're headed west. How much did they get?
I know they tried duping me earlier.
Yeah, they tried to lie to us and say they had 11.5.
They tried saying they got 11.5 coming out of Florida going to the west. And I was like, damn, am I really that shitty at dispatching myself? And then he's like, no, I'm joking. I was like, see, I knew I wasn't that bad. I knew I'm not that bad. I just had the best fresh picked peach in a long time. The thing was good. I'm not a peach fan. I never really
love peaches.
I never like peaches.
You don't like peaches?
Nah. I like oranges, but I don't like Like, I like citrus more than orange, right? Like I like orange juice, but I just don't like that soft texture in my mouth. That whatever. We call it negotiating. You call it dispatching.
SoCal to Cocoa. Cocoa. I don't know what the hell he's saying.
SoCal to Cocoa. That was 85. Yeah, you could probably get that. I know you could definitely get California to
Florida for that.
Yeah, I don't know about specifically Southern California. I love apple. I like something with a bit of crunch. It's like apples, pears.
Yeah.
I like strawberries.
Strawberries are good. I like the freeze-dried strawberries. They're really good.
I like the fresh picked ones, man.
Daphne started buying these freeze-dried strawberries. They're really good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out of Cali going for 9 and 10 grand right now. I mean, and there's some stuff out of Washington and Oregon paying remotely close.
Idaho.
Idaho. I mean,
I love when peaches clap. I think it's P-E-A-R-S, right?
yeah.
It is P-A-E-R-S.
P-E-A-R-S.
I like watermelon, grapefruit,
I don't like watermelon. I just
passion fruit,
never have really liked it.
kiwi fruit.
I'll do kiwi.
It's actually kiwi fruit. You know that, right? It's not kiwi. It's like calling a watermelon a water. No, I mean a grapefruit a grape. It's like its name is kiwi fruit.
I'm crazy, man. I was told there would be no spelling on this test.
We don't judge. You know what?
We don't judge.
When we fail here, whenever I spell something wrong, you just have this go-to. Damn autocorrect. Every time. Damn autocorrect. Jason's shit out of luck with me though. I go over the top every time.
What are you talking about?
If you know, you know, Jason.
Apparently,
If you know, you know, and you don't know apparently.
I don't know. Are you saying you have a vagina?
I guess you could. I got extra skin down there.
Oh. I forgot you wasn't circumcised.
Yeah. That's sacrilege, man. Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
Can't be doing that. It's there for a reason. Just because the Jews thought it was a good idea to chop it off.
What's the reason?
For having a foreskin?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not a fucking doctor. All I know is my brother, not the one we met, my other brother back in England, he had to get circumcised when he was probably about 14. And he always says it was because his dick was too big for his foreskin, but I think his foreskin was too small for his dick. Whatever way, he went whichever way benefited him. And he said it was terrible because he said not only was he sore and super sensitive, but he said he had to relearn to take a leak again because all of a sudden it'd like start shooting off in a different direction. I was like, God damn, dude. But how did we get on this topic anyway?
I don't know how we got to talking about your dick, but I mean.
Oh, I think it was these guys doing this, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hunts Point, yeah, I know. I think we're going to spend a lot of time in Hunts Point looking at the loads boards. So there's a lot of stuff going there. I've only been, believe it or not, I've only ever been to Hunts Point maybe 4 or 5 times. I haven't been there very many times.
What's at Hunts Point?
It's just like a big market, almost like a, I won't call it a market, but like a, what would you call it? Like a, there's loads of like receivers there that take produce and then they're distributed out across the city. I don't know what, there's a name for them.
Is it just me or his hands on there where he puts the touching? Are they different colors?
They are different colours.
I just noticed that. He's got a tan hand and a white hand. I don't know, man. But, how long have we been live?
76 minutes.
An hour and 15 minutes.
And my eyes are getting bad, man. I'm looking forward to see that.
Mine are pretty bad too, as you know.
Well, I really don't have anything else.
Nah, I ain't got nothing else neither. Alright guys, so we'll have pictures of the trailer for you coming up Friday, and we'll let you know how it goes. If you're interested in Patriot Star, you can come here. We don't care. But we got our truck at Lone Mountain.
10-4 insurance.
10-4 insurance.
We're back on the Nastic fuel
Don't
card.
care if you use any of them. We're back on the Nastic fuel card. You know, so
We're failing miserably.
we're failing miserably.
Don't haul you boxes if you're a team.
Don't haul you boxes if you're a team. That's true. I mean,
Blue
it'd be
Frog
okay.
is the drink.
Blue Frog.
Blue Frog.
Who said that?
Heroes of the road. That was funny. I found out about that. Where was we at? We was in
I can't remember where we were at
Jubits, that Jubits truck stop out in Oregon there. And he's like, I've been doing YouTube forever. I was like, really? And he shows me that, I don't know, what's that channel called? I don't know.
Highway Trucker.
Highway Trucker. That's Coach before he was the coach. Do you miss the old truck? It depends which truck you're on about. So I do miss the Peterbilt. I'm not gonna lie. There is times where I wish I still had that Peterbilt. I mean, it was a nice ride. It was powerful. As far as the 2 Cascadias I've ever had, you can keep them pieces of crap. Them Cascadias were, especially the other one, the one we just had. That was garbage. And then
Drinking sweet tea tonight.
I tell you, he has got me hooked on Mountain Dew.
He drinks more of it than I do.
Yeah.
I just put 6 in this damn cooler. We're down to 1.
But I do like this T680. Talking about trucks for a second, I do like this 680. My only gripe with it is I wish it had a bit more balls when it came to pulling. I mean, I like the gear ratio as far as when we're doing 65, we're probably right at that. I'm gonna say probably 1150 RPM on the RPM. So what are we doing? We're doing about 8.1, 8.2 on the fuel mileage, pretty consistently.
This new trailer's going to have skirts, so
yeah,
we're hoping we get up a little bit.
And then, but that Peterbilt, that's the one I really miss. Is that 389 I had? That was a sharp truck, but you know, it's at the end of the day, they're all tools, man. They're all tools.
I got no opinion about the Mack Anthem. I've never really even hardly seen them. So I've never been M1. I know nothing about a Mack Anthem.
I think
They look cool on the outside.
You're sort of stuck with the Volvo and Mack network.
Volvo Mack network.
I mean, that's a little bit of a bummer, right?
That's kind of why we didn't buy the Volvo instead of the T680 too. Because he loved the Volvo.
Yeah, the interior of the Volvo was nicer. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. I think this 680. The only thing I wish it had is it's got one on the external gauges here in the towards the center. It's only got one for suspension load. I wish it had the other 5 gauges.
That'd be cool.
That would be nice, you know, so you could get the diff temperatures, the transmission temperature. It doesn't have that. But,
64, Jerry. We drive about 64. Sometimes we might slip up and hit 65, but driving 64 to get 8.
Yep. And we're pretty light normally. I mean, you figure we're built as far as in the box, we're going to be around 25 to 30,000 pounds in the box.
Yeah, doing this.
Yeah. So
we're not going to be doing that no more.
Yeah, we'll see once we get a bit of weight on us. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Where I feel that this truck lacks is just once we get on them, you know, them long rolling hills. It just doesn't have the balls to pull out of the. Has to drop down sooner than I think it should. Like bogs down and stuff. So that's one thing that is weird about automatics. Is it will what I would consider like it's bogging down and it's like juddering, and the engine will just keep it there. Like it's really weird. Like you can feel like the truck's. I don't know what you. How is it? What would you call it when the truck gets that vibration where it's bogging down?
Yeah, it's just bogging down.
And it won't shift. It'll wait another 10 to 15 seconds before it shifts. So I don't know if there's a way to maybe change the shift points, but I mean, it's obviously the factory knows something that I don't.
Yeah.
So, but I'd like a bit more power out of it. I mean, if it was maybe the 500 horse, that would be nice. Lugging, yeah, that's the word, lugging. So, I think we did agree we're going to go and buy the PDI tuner for this, and the manifolds. Once we get out of our warranty on this. Actually, we're probably about out of warranty. We're pretty damn close to out of warranty. We've actually been running that hard. We're nearly out of. We only got a 50,000 mile warranty on it, NTP warranty. So as soon as that's done, I'm going to put the manifolds on and the engine tuner from PDI and see what that does. You know, they say it's like a 20% increase in horsepower and torque, so maybe that'll just put us over the edge to help it run a little better. How the tubes work for you? Oh, the tuner. Yeah, no, I used to have one on the. Delete it. Yeah, you know what? I did that once before, right?
No, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, we ain't doing that again.
You can forget about that. We ain't doing that.
And if I do, no one's gonna know about it, other than one other guy. So.
Well, I ain't saying nothing, but we ain't doing it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's scared. He's too scared. So, but anyway. Yeah, no, PDI said that will increase the horsepower and torque by 20%, so that would be interesting to see.
Well, guys, it's been good. It's been real good. We're still failing, if you want to consider it that. Yeah. Because we're changing what we're doing. Some people would say we failed.
PDI is different to Pittsburgh Power. Pittsburgh Power I think Pittsburgh Power does and tune on the ECM. PDI is a remote tuner, so like it's almost like a cell phone.
Something that goes on the window.
Yeah, it sits on the windshield or on the dash, and you just plug it into the engine port, and you do it right there and then. And it just sits there all the time. And it has actually some digital gauge packages built in. You can set a speed limiter on there. You can do remote regen or the forced regens with it. They're out of Utah, I believe. Yeah, Pittsburgh Power. I mean, I think it's the same final result, just different ways they're doing it. Right?
Ways of doing
one's doing the ECM, one's just using
we like having it to where we can control it. So we can turn that up, turn that down. We can with the tuner we can actually adjust it. Where at Pittsburgh Power, it is what it is.
And the other thing with that PDI tuner is you can take it out. As long as And I learned the hard way here. It was a $2,500 mistake, man. That Peterbilt that I had one, and I took it out. Right, I was like, oh, I'll leave the performance tune in there for the guy whoever gets it next. Right. Took the tuner, took it with me. I was like, next truck I buy is gonna have a Cummins, and it wouldn't work. Well, turns out the tuner is now recognized to that engine, so I'd have to find the guy that bought the truck and give it to him, because now it's just, and what you have to do is you have to put the factory setting back in it, the factory program, and then pull it out. So I screwed up.
All right, man. Well, guys, Coach and Stewie, we're out. So see y'all next time.
I'll catch you later. I'm out.
We may go live while we're still in Florida. I don't know, but
I doubt it.
Doubtful, but we may. And then we'll have you a recorded video on Friday. Other than that, y'all stay safe. Be sure you subscribe. Be sure you do all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.